What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about my top 5 altcoins for this upcoming altcoin season that seems further than ever right now with the market being very red. But I want to ensure people that I haven't changed any of my top convictions and my bags are fully packed ahead of the altcoin season. Now, when is this going to occur? It's very hard to say. Unfortunately, I don't have a crystal ball, but I have very strong reasons to believe that we're going to have at least one big leg up in which the prices of altcoins are going to go up astronomically. This could be towards the end of this year, it could be just around the corner, or it could be at some point during Q1 or Q2 next year. It's very hard to know at this stage, but it's quite obvious given the recent scenario of the market, of the ETFs, and the overall 4-year Bitcoin cycle. So before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'm bringing daily alpha every single day, and also make sure to follow me on X because there's a lot of calls and alpha coming on it as well. So the first project, by the way, yeah, I would say that these are in particular order, but yeah, I wouldn't say that they aren't, but they actually are. The first one is Kaspa. Kaspa, other than Ethereum and Solana, this is my biggest altcoin allocation. It's a big chunk of my portfolio right now, and I'm really betting very high on this project. What is Kaspa? If you're not familiar with it, I have several videos on my channel already. I have a full playlist dedicated to what Kaspa is. Kaspa is a layer 1 proof of work coin that is actually considerable as digital silver. It aims to solve all the trilemma of the crypto industry of decentralization, security, and scalability, and also solves a lot of issues that Bitcoin has, because of course Bitcoin is very decentralized, but it's not very easy to scale, it's very expensive to transact, etc., etc. I started accumulating Kaspa around 10x ago when it was 1.5 cents, and right now is 15 cents, but I still wouldn't hesitate to accumulate Kaspa right now for a variety of reasons. So first of all, it's very small in market cap if we compare it to the top 10 of crypto. This is 3.7 billion, so it's not a small coin by any means, but it hasn't gone through a bull run before. It's very decentralized, meaning that there's no big whale or team allocation that is going to dump on you sooner than later, and there's a lot of exchanges that are missing. So you can see that there's no tier 1 exchange like Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, and with this project tend to pump when they're listed to those exchanges. So imagine when we get a Coinbase listing of Kaspa and the market condition is actually very favorable with Bitcoin breaking all-time high above 100K, etc., etc. The price of Kaspa, in my opinion, is going to pump astronomically. So I think that a 10x for Kaspa from this very moment is quite conservative, and it could perhaps even do up to a 20x if we're being a little more on the optimistic side. There's a lot of updates that are coming, and also they're going to have the implementation of KRC20 network. So we're going to see KRC20 tokens on the Kaspa network, to put in very poor words for all the people that are new to crypto. And you're going to be able to send stable coins to create meme coins all in the Kaspa chain. You're going to be needing to have Kaspa as gas fees, and they're going to leverage the speed of transaction and the cost efficiency of the Kaspa ecosystem. So that is extremely bullish news. I haven't really followed their news, so I don't know what day exactly, but it's expected to be towards the end of June. So it could be any time from now. And I remain very bullish on all of this. And if I was to choose the easiest 10x that is quite certain for me to get a 10x plus out of all this list of today, it's going to be Kaspa. The next one is going to be Kaspa's cousin or little brother, or whatever you want to put it. It's Alium, ALF. It's 120 million market cap right now. A very bullish chart as well that has had quite a big correction from the top, like pretty much the majority of altcoins. And I want you guys to understand that the main thing that separates successful investors from the very unsuccessful investors is holding on. Because this project, you can see that it's been on decline from February. And people, if they bought the top, maybe they lost money, maybe they sold here because they don't believe in the project anymore. But you need to understand that for the majority of this project, you need to be able to endure your investment doing absolutely nothing or doing absolutely terrible and going the red for several months and sometimes even years before actually performing and creating new all-time highs. That is very important. This is also why I do try in my private group to make people realize that you shouldn't be emotional when it comes to investing of any kind, and especially crypto, when we have these massive swings even on a daily basis. And of course, the smaller the altcoin, the more it's going to be susceptible to big swings and big double-digit red days or even green days on a daily basis. At 120 million in market cap, this is much smaller than what Kaspa is. It's another proof of work coin. It's fairly decentralized. It was actually created with some pre-mined supply, but that was pretty much sold by the insiders. So you can see that in the previous bear market, it went to absolute zero. It hasn't gone through a bull run before, so I can make the same exact point of Kaspa. And it already has smart contracts and dApps built on it, so it's far from being a ghost chain. Yeah, the activity could be higher, the trading value could be higher, I'm not debating that, but I also want to say that, in my opinion, it's got so much potential, because even if it was to achieve the market cap of what Kaspa is right now, that would be a clean 30x, which is perhaps higher than what Kaspa is going to be able to achieve in the entirety of the altcoin season itself. And when it comes to exchange listing, to conclude this conversation, we can make pretty much the same exact point. This is even missing tier 2 exchanges like KuCoin or Bybit that Kaspa has. And Bybit is actually the exchange that I would recommend to you guys, because I'm an affiliate and I have a $30,000 free deposit campaign that you can take part of if you just follow the link down in the description for registration. This is available worldwide other than the US and the UK, but in any other country in the world, you should be good to go, at least the majority of them. And yeah, it's literally free money that you can get, so I wouldn't hesitate to doing so. When is this going to pick up? Again, the movement of altcoins is going to be strictly related to what the overall phase of the 4-year cycle is going to be, which is very skewed right now because of all the ETF news and all the recent news that we've seen, and we're experiencing still a meme coin super cycle. And this is also when I'm making daily swing trades and daily calls in my group, because we are making money through this right now, but at the end of the day, we are not losing sight of what the overall mission is, to become rich this bull run by investing into these altcoins before the altcoin season actually starts. Because then when these altcoins start pumping again, it's going to be too late for you to make a ton of profit, and you need to focus on investing now and accumulating while the prices are red. None of us, let's be honest, none of us want to invest when these projects are very red, because we think that they're going to zero, or we think that they're just going to keep going lower and lower. But the reality of things is that if you want to be rich in this bull run, you need to be able to endure these reds, and you need to be able to DCA your allocation when the market is very red, because that is the way that myself and my group and all the people with common sense in crypto are actually going to make money, and they're not going to cry for missing the pumps when the pumps actually occur. Third project today is Tectum. This is another project that I appear very bullish on. It has had a nasty correction, almost 80% from the top. That is actually pretty crazy. From when this project actually had, I think, $27, I started accumulating all the way down to where we are at these very levels. I don't think that we're going to go much lower than here, although anything is possible, and I wouldn't be surprised if we even reach this $7 support line. But what I can say is this is extremely cheap. It's another layer 2 scaling solution for a Bitcoin, Ethereum, pretty much any other major crypto. They have a very interesting technology called soft note, which allows the movement of any crypto via QR code that you're gonna even send through SMS to another person, and you're gonna exchange that crypto in the form of an NFT. It's got its own layer 1, 3.5 million transactions per second. This is actually one of the fastest blockchains on the market right now. I remain very bullish on this one, and they have also another variety of projects like X-Factor Authentication, which is a 4-factor authentication. They have a chatbot, a very strong social media presence and roadmap, very big partnerships. There is very little to say on this project. I'm actually surprised that it has had a correction this big, but that really testifies how good of an opportunity for buying this is. And these projects are super active on social media, by the way. They are posting updates almost on a daily basis, so you know exactly what is going on with these ones. And honestly, with these prices, it's just a very safe bet for at least making a 15 to 20x. It could potentially even do a 50x from here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a $500 Tectum. I actually think that it's very realistic for a variety of reasons. But the last thing that I want to say is that the correction has been quite harsh, so a lot of people are just gonna miserably fade this very big gem of an altcoin. Another project that is very similar to Tectum for some extent is mlayer. It's also layer 2 for Bitcoin, but this is specifically labeled as a layer 2 for Bitcoin, also enabling RWA on the Bitcoin chain with its own sidechain and mainnet. This was originally a token on Ethereum, and then it migrated to its mlayer mainnet, I think in January or February this year, so just a few months ago. It's been on a low and steady decline, and this is why I believe that it's a fantastic price, because it's pretty much the ideal price. I don't see this project dropping much further. Everything's been red. It's not a problem in layer. Every single altcoin that you're following right now, especially the small caps, have been impacted dramatically by the state of the crypto market right now. And what I can say is that with this small of a market cap, it says 8 million here. I think it's somewhere between 10 to 15 million, but I would have to check the real data. Probably CoinGecko is a better and more accurate number. With these very few exchanges, there is so much potential. It's a project that is fully doxed. They are running AMAs. They're starting real marketing very, very soon. And also another thing that people don't understand is that these projects are actually gonna put all their marketing efforts when the market conditions are favorable. Because mlayer could probably get a Coinbase listing today, but nobody would care because there is no trading volume in the altcoin market. If I look at right now, actually the volume of mlayer is very high compared to the majority of altcoins right now, 29%. It's quite high. But if I'm to think what it could achieve in the very short future, there is still very, very little. They got their own mainnet, as I said. They have their own hot wallet in which you can send and receive Bitcoin and mlayer. You can stake mlayer. And this is what I would recommend you guys do. Of course, no financial advice, but this is what I'm personally doing myself. Is staking my mlayer so you can get passive income and the token becomes more deflationary. So even if the price goes down, even if the price gets more diluted, you're going to get extra tokens as a reward for locking in your tokens into the staking pool of mlayer. You can even become a delegator yourself if you're interested and if you have a big bag and if you want to generate more rewards. But what I can say, I remain very, very bullish on this project. There's been so much FUD for this project. It's been impacted so much for a bunch of FUD that was nonsense, honestly. They also released a new token, Atomic Swap, that airdrops are going to be distributed for the mlayer stakers. A lot of good updates, in my opinion. There's no reason to fade this project. There's also been a lot of partnerships. Just go on their X profile. It's all written there, really. So I don't have to go so much in detail. You can do some bit of research for yourself, but just fading this project is quite stupid at this stage. And I'm going to leave you to my top AI project, which is Solidos AI Tech, a project that I discovered. I'm still at 10x from here because I bought this when it was 1.5 cents on the 1st of January this year. It had a 50x to the top, and I honestly didn't even sell because I know the potential that this can have, and I know that this probably could have even 100x potential from now. I don't think that Solidos AI Tech going to 10 million would be unachievable. Right now, we're still sitting below 100 million in market cap, and the exchange listings are still lacking, but I have no reason to believe that this is going to be listed on Binance sooner than later. There's been very bullish updates. So the official deployment of the data center in Bucharest, the biggest data center in Europe, solving a major problem that Europe is facing. The creation and launch of the AI and GPU marketplace this month, an AI as a software platform, a certification by Certix, so the most authoritative smart contract auditor, a very good team, fully disclosed, fully doxed, very serious people with very big connection. You can also see, for instance, the strategic advisor is the CEO of ChangeGPT, associated with a lot of other successful AI projects. AI as a narrative is here to stay and is probably going to be one of the top gainers of this cycle once this meme coin super cycle is over. And also a launchpad that is going to enable you to get part to strategic sales and all of these private sales that occur before the public sale, so you can actually get in at a cheaper price. All you have to do is to stake your tokens in there to participate, and you're going to get access to a specific tier, allowing you a certain allocation of the tokens. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with this project, and getting it at these prices again, it's absolutely a steal. It's also not that inflationary, meaning that there's not going to be a massive dilution when it comes to the tokens, so they're not going to lose that much value. Exchanges, in my opinion, are going to list this project just around the corner as soon as the market sentiment picks up overall. So very little to say. I just remain bullish and I wouldn't hesitate DCAing in my bags. If I wanted to get some bags on the best AI project on the market, it's currently my only AI project in my portfolio and the only one that you need, to be completely honest with you. That's pretty much it, guys. I hope that you were able to take some value out of this video. The best way to connect with me, of course, is my private group, because here is where millionaires will be minted. All of my trading signals and a variety of other benefits all listed into the section right here. Is the first link down in the description, and also the QR code that you see above my head. You might have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create generational wealth this bull cycle, so you don't want to miss out. I hope to see you there and help you out with your crypto investing journey. And until then, take care for now.